Hey folks, how you doing? Aunt Pruitt here. Hope you're doing well. I'm unbelievable as always. Today, I want to talk a little bit about practice. Yes, practice. You have to do it. We in the world of smartphone photography, we like to walk around with our trusted smartphones and take wonderful candid shots and selfies and so forth. But there are some of us that aspire to be even better and even turn this into a career, if you will. But how can you do that? You have to practice. You have to practice. Let's take a look back at one of our recent hangout on air with the smartphone photographers community, where we discuss practicing. Check it out. On your mind, you want to share?
I got two things, and one of them actually came up when I was listening to a podcast from sproutingphotographer.com. A little shout out to those boys. They do a fine job. And they were talking about, in two different podcasts, they were episodes 156, 157, if you're so interested. 157 was with Robert Venezuela. And if you've never heard this man or seen him teach, you really owe it to yourself to track him down. Watch him on YouTube, watch him on his website, go to one of his conferences. The man is brilliant, and he's one of the most down-to-earth photographers I've run into that does major teaching events. He was talking about practice. If you want to be good at anything, in his case it was classical guitar, you put in hours and hours and hours of practice. Unlike photography, where people will get a camera, hang a sign out and say, yep, I'm professional now. You know, no practice, no knowledge, you're good to go. Mm-hmm. And as you might think, he's a little down on that.
Of course.
And as you might think, I'm a little down on that. You know, one of the best things you can do as a photographer, even if you're a casual photographer, just taking snaps of the family, the kids, you know, travel shots, whatever, is to practice. I shoot every single day. 9 times out of 10 with my smartphone. On the weekends, it's a different story because I'm shooting competitive sports and whatnot. So I got the big guns out a lot of times for that.
Right.
But to be creative and to explore and kind of play around and kind of learn how to look at the world in a different way, I've got my smartphone out. I've got it out every single day, just taking random little snapshots and kind of goofing around with the post-processing. You know, I run in the mornings now really early, so I'm always taking shots of skylines and kind of playing with long exposures and whatnot. And the truth of the matter is it costs me maybe 10 minutes a day, but it benefits me across the board in my photography because I know how to work my camera a little bit better. I know how to use the apps a little bit better. And when I pick up a more normal camera, I'm feeling a lot more comfortable about exposure, composition, things to kind of try and play around with.
Okay, there you have it. A pretty interesting dynamic when you discuss practicing versus being a professional photographer. Do we put enough practice time in? Most of the time, we do not. So, how can we call ourselves a true professional? Good question. I appreciate you folks watching. Be sure to go and look at all of our previous hangout on air. You can check it out on smartphone-photographers.com. There's a link right there. And you'll see all of the previous tips and tricks that we share. You know what I mean? Thank you folks so much for watching. Be sure to click that like and subscribe button and you'll get these little videos automatically. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you later.